You cannot ignore it forever. No, you can't. When you ignore something, it ends up making the problem worse. So that's what I'm talking about today, because so many people just ignore various things that goes on in the world, in their life, and just any sort of situation whatsoever. Like, imagine being in an abusive relationship and you're just ignoring it, hoping it gets better. It's like, oh, it'll get better, but you're not doing anything. You're not changing anything. It's just going to be as bad as it is. And you keep ignoring it, it's like you're bottling up all those emotions and all that negativity, and it's going to come out in some sort of way. It's going to come in some sort of way because you're ignoring it. You're not addressing the issues. You're not talking about the issues. You're not opening up about how you feel about the situation. And instead, you're blocking it out. You're ignoring it. And when you do that, things get worse. They really do. You can't just expect, oh, things are going to get better when this happens. Things are going to get better when that happens. And you're thinking in your mind, oh, I don't have to do anything because things will get better when so-and-so does this or whatever situation happens. Now, this can apply to anything at all. But that's just not the case. It's just not the case because no one else controls your life. Things cannot get better in your life just because something external changes. You have to be the one to change. You have to be the one to make that change within your life to be able to overcome those obstacles that you're dealing with and to face them. So that's why I say you can't ignore what's going on. If there's a problem within your life in any sort of way, you have to address those problems. You have to try to figure out a solution to those problems and realize what's actually going on here. What is the solution? What are the issues? What is the problem? That's what you have to do. And that's very hard for a lot of people. But I can say this, when you're able to actually say, these are the issues, this is what I'm working on, and you address them, no matter how difficult it is, because it is very difficult. Like, imagine being in this relationship and you can't really open up because you are afraid to, or you are any sort of numerous other situations that you feel as though you can't open up about. You can't ignore it forever. You're going to have to eventually face the facts. You're going to have to say, oh, why would this happen? Why would that happen? It can't be. Because I think a lot of people are scared of that. They don't want to be wrong about a situation. They don't want to admit that they were wrong. I mean, that's what you see going on in the world right now. You have people who can't admit that they were wrong, and that's why things have gotten so bad. Because they can't admit that they were wrong. Well, they know that they're wrong, but, it's... So many people just continue to think that other people are going to save them, are going to help them. And that's not the case. You got to help yourself. If you're not able to do that, if you're not able to admit that you were wrong, that you've made mistakes, that you can better yourself from those mistakes, then nothing will change. Things will only continue to get worse and worse and worse and worse until it gets to a point where you finally realize, this is the furthest I can go. I can't go anymore. And you've already dug yourself such a deep hole that getting out of it is going to be an obstacle. It's going to be very, very difficult to get out of it because you allowed yourself to dig that hole and you went down in it willingly. You did it voluntarily. You went down in that hole. You dug your own hole and you went down into it being happy and confident, ignoring everything else going on around you because you thought it was going to get better if you weren't involved. But it only got worse because you were not involved. So that is my words for today. Let me know your thoughts on this subject and let me know what sort of things that you have come to the realization about and you have admitted that perhaps you were wrong about something or that you just decided, I can't ignore this anymore, I have to face the facts. Let me know. So you all take care, have a great one, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.